doing apparently a different video. This video we're going to be looking at who's interested in you. Hopefully it's somebody. Alright, so to get started here, if you need to find the timestamps, just look below in the comment section. You'll see my name highlighted and pinned. Show more info and you'll see all the blue links there. Alright, this is not going to be a regular video. It is just a one-timer. Well, who knows? We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do it in the future. But it was a user requested topic. Alright. These readings may show a new person or an ex. I'll just see what the cards reveal. And if it looks like it's an ex-partner, it is what it is. Alright. Who this truly applies to, I have no idea. Alright. So, it's impossible for it to be a specific reading. So, it's either gonna happen in your life or it won't. Alright. Try not to read into it. Go with it. Go with the flow. All right. Thanks for anybody that leaves comments and likes my video. I do appreciate you. You obviously know who you are. Aries. Tell me about the person our Aries have that's interested in them. Who is this person that apparently is interested in our Aries? Who is showing interest in Aries? One card. Nothing. It says for the tarot you have nobody interested, unfortunately. I may have to go to the next sign. So sorry. I'm just kidding. We'll find someone. You can count on me, Aries. Who is interested in Aries? Can we get one card, please? Wow. Let's choose the Darkwood Tarot, I guess. We have Two of Wands here. There's a person that's sitting on the fence about you, it says. What is their primary energy towards Aries? Wow, you got the Lovers. Why is this person on the fence towards Aries? There's too many cards. I'm not going to take that. Let's use the standard. I haven't used this deck in a while. The person that is interested in Aries, why are they on the fence? Aries. Whoever this person is somebody that does, with the Lover's energy, apparently does have fond interest in you in some ways. I'm not saying they're Prince Charming. For all I know, it's a frog. But hey, they have interest in you. Alright? Just remember that, folks. Someone does see you as someone of interest to them, clearly. Why are they on the fence about Aries? God, I can't get nothing for you. This person is showing us Two of Wands. Why are they on the fence? You know what? We'll just come back to that question. Maybe I'm not supposed to know right now. What is their intention towards Aries? Wow, you got King of Cups. So, okay. I guess it comes back to why is this person on the fence again? What do we know so far? Basically, you have somebody here that does have strong emotional feelings for you. They do see you as potentially a soulmate or someone that would be of long-term interest to them. All right? So that is favorable. It is saying that they're at a crossroads for some reason. All right? Which is likely why you either haven't heard from them or maybe they're at a distance, keeping their distance. Coming off the Two of Wands. We have Empress. What else? So we have the Empress and the Queen of Wands. This person probably does wonder if you have reciprocation towards them. Why does it give a comparison between Queen of Wands and Empress? Tower. If this person comes towards Aries and it's Empress, then what? Four of Cups. And if this person comes towards Aries and it's Queen of Wands, then what? Why is it Four of Cups if it's Empress? Wouldn't that be a good outcome? This person has a very strange energy, Aries. I'm going to do my very best to explain it to you, so pay attention. Whoever this individual is, as I've mentioned, seems to have deep emotional interest towards you. Good. This person also sees you as somebody that potentially could be a soulmate, which would suggest a partner for life. All right? They're seeing you as an option. In other words, they've encountered you, they're aware of you, and they're seeing you as someone important that could be significant to them. The issue is this Two of Wands energy, which is basically saying that it's preventing them from essentially coming towards you. And when I'm asking why that is, because essentially they're making a choice on action, on a potential path of action. But in this case, it's almost suggesting outcomes. So they're looking at it from two potential outcomes that could occur if they, I guess, interacted with you. And the first outcome shows you and Queen of Wands, which would pretty much imply that the way that they look at it is that they would interact with you, come towards you. Things would be good. Perhaps that's having fun with you or going out. Or just chilling, watching some Netflix and who knows what else. But it's suggestive that there would be no relationship. What does that mean? That basically is suggesting that they're viewing it from the standpoint that, well, if I came to Aries, and best case scenario, maybe Aries would be interested to hang out, have fun, and do some stuff with me. I don't know if it would be something more than just having fun or talking. But they're viewing it from the standpoint that there wouldn't be a connection. Why they're looking at it that way, I don't know. So essentially they're saying, yeah, it wouldn't work. Yeah, probably best case scenario, we'd have some fun and that's it. Okay? So that option kind of is pessimistic in my opinion. And it's also in some ways that option is almost kind of assuming you're going to be acting that way towards them. One would ask, have you interacted with this person before? I don't know. It's hard to tell if this is a new person or not, or a past person. The other option is the Empress. This is actually favorable. It should be, because this would be a great pairing right here. It would kind of suggest that you would be very interested towards them. But then it goes on to say Four of Cups. Disappointment of some sort. And then it's going to a card of balance, making it work. So there's some suggestion also that on the best case scenario, this person looks at it that you would maybe, so they're saying in best case scenario, you would potentially be interested and I don't know if it's assuming you would love them back, but for some reason they're also assuming that you would eventually grow tired of it or get bored of it, become disappointed, and it would become down to could this work kind of thing. In my opinion, what is this kind of overall suggesting? Whoever this individual is somewhat, in my opinion, a little bit negative, because they're kind of almost shooting it down before they can even start. On the one hand, they're looking at it that best, one scenario is you're just going to be there as for a fun person. Maybe you'd be interested, but you wouldn't want to date them. No relationship. But hey, you might go out and have some drinks or do something. On the other hand, they're looking at best case scenario that you would be interested, but it would be short-lived. And they're almost assuming that you would eventually, for whatever reason, it doesn't say here, you would just become disappointed. Or you would find things that you weren't interested, that weren't good enough. So in other words, they're kind of weighing out if like they're good enough for you. And if it's not a good enough, like, oh, I don't have enough money, or I'm not this, or my looks aren't good enough, it's suggesting something about you and them, like, synergizing as a possible issue. What that factors, I don't know. But anyways, that's what it's saying. Why does this person think Aries would get disappointed in them? It says Justice and the Emperor reversed. So again, it is citing certain qualities around this person. The Emperor reversed is now, this is important because what it's saying here, in terms of a long-term partner, the most ideal thing, Aries, when I say optimal, is leadership qualities, somebody that has a lot of money, does well. This is basically, you could almost apply it to any masculine role that would be in authority, someone, again, any position of power, somebody that has their own company, business, who takes care of business, is confident, who is knowledgeable, who basically just is just good in almost all areas of life. All right, has their shit together, alpha male. All right, this would be a pretty good match. All right, however, it's showing reversed here. And then we have Justice right next to it. This is immediately kind of suggesting that this person is concerned that in the best case scenario, you might have interest in them, but they're kind of feeling that their own qualities may be inadequate, which is suggesting why this is here. So what is this overall saying in plain English? This person feels that they have certain qualities about them that they feel may not be sufficient for you. In other words, you're going to eventually point them out and have an issue with it. Maybe it's money. I don't know. Maybe this person has the looks and other things, but they work at Jack in the Box or Taco Bell. For some of you, it just may be like, it just doesn't have the qualities of a lifetime for me. For others of you, it's not about the money, and maybe that wouldn't be something of a problem. But anyways, this person seems to feel that there's certain qualities about them that are just, unfortunately, may not meet your standards. Tell us more about this person's intention towards Aries. Holding back a little bit. Why is it showing King of Cups then? Why does it show King of Cups in their intention towards Aries? Son of Wands. What does that mean for Aries? This is kind of suggestive. You may hear from this person. It's also suggestive at the same time you may not. In terms of the King of Cups energy, it's more suggestive this person will kind of keep it to themselves. It does hint that there may be a potential attempt from this person to talk or reveal something or establish something new with you, but my overall opinion, Aries, is that whoever this person is not entirely confident. Alright, that is one of the problems. What is the good news here? They do have strong interest in you. This person does kind of, for some reason, play out something in their head, I guess, that there is a future between you and them. But again, for the big one of the issues as well is the concern around you losing interest. Potentially, once you got to know them better, you may find certain things that are just not appealing. That is, whether that actually happens or is true is another story. But this person seems to think it could be a problem, right? Their actions seem to be more suggestive of somebody loving you from afar and somewhat playing it safe, although it's somewhat suggestive they may attempt to reach out to you, but it's, again, still not clear. But anyways, that's what I got for you, Aries. Take it or leave it. All right, we'll see what happens. But you do have someone that is eyeing you. All right, good. Fortunately, it just doesn't seem to be very proactive. I'll guess it's a water sign, this person. Water, air. Taurus. Who is showing interest in the sign of Taurus? Ow! Shit! I don't know what that was about. Ow. We have the Sun and Page of Swords. Whoever this person is attempting to physically harm me during the read, just so you know. So this is a person that is trying to find out more about you. That's good. It would suggest this person yeah, just trying to find out more about you. What is this person's energy towards Taurus? What is it? What is their energy towards Taurus? Primary energy. Clarity. This reading so far, Taurus, is pretty much describing a person that seems to be extremely, I don't know, they are... They don't seem, it's just suggesting they don't have any like confusion towards you. They know what they're looking for or what they want. Why is this person so certain towards Taurus? We have Justice and Seven of Wands. This is a person that wants to make something right with you, or is... This is kind of suggestive here, Taurus, that immediately whoever this person is probably somebody that you're familiar with already, so it's not a new person. Yeah, it's not a new person to you, unfortunately, right? Because this energy is already suggesting it's somebody that had a timeout from you and is interested in resolving something, fighting for something. Translation, they would come back and say they want to work on it. Alright, this person is keeping tabs on you. It says they're also pretty clear, certain about you. This is a person that doesn't seem to have a lot of questions about you. Again, supporting it's not a new person, because a new person would not know things about you. This person, it almost implies, has total clarity of you, or knows what they need to know. What is this person's intentions towards Taurus? Seven of Swords. Evade you right now. It says. / be sneaky. Again, this person has a strong spying energy on you. Keeping a low profile. Why is this person in Page of Swords and Seven of Swords energy towards Taurus? What is the reason? It says this person's still in their mind about you, but it's suggesting they're conflicted. What are we learning here so far? The Tarot's basically saying for Taurus, this is a person that's not you, that's familiar with you. They know who you are. It also suggests that they know what they need to know about you. But it's saying that they're choosing intentionally to keep at a distance from you. Translation, I'd rather just kind of keep tabs. I'm assuming the only thing they could keep tabs on is your social media. I mean, if you're not talking with this person, I'm going to assume you're not talking with them because the tarot suggests they're avoiding it. But part of the reason for this behavior, it's suggestive, is because they're in their mind a lot. All right. Which is fine, because even though it's suggesting they have certainty about you, there's obviously factors about why they're having to avoid you. So this is kind of saying this person's almost viewing it like there's predetermined factors or things in the way that are obstacles. There's nothing they can do about it. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Delays. So it's saying that this is causing delays. Well, obviously. Basically, what's stopping this person from coming to you right now is this Eight of Swords. All right. I can't, unfortunately, ask every sword there to find out what this is about. But what is contributing to the Eight of Swords? That's causing Eight of Swords energy for this person that's interested in Taurus. The Lovers. This is a factor. What else is what's another sword in the Eight of Swords? Bad plans from the past. Things that didn't work out. What's another sword? I'll just ask one more. What's another sword in the Eight of Swords for this person that's interested in Taurus? Conflict. Yeah. So this person does have... So what it is suggesting... I could probably draw another 5 swords, but we're just going to draw 3. So this person, just based on this, is suggestive that they've had problems with you before. Didn't work. Also, 5 of Swords energy. Potentially it could have been conflict with this person. I don't know. It's just saying like the Seven of Pentacles reverse can talk about a lot of different scenarios or things, but it's describing kind of repeated problems. How does Taurus see this person currently? This reading is pretty difficult, in my opinion. How does Taurus see this person that we're reading for right now? It says Six of Wands reverse. You've seen it as a loss, or a loss after battle, so it didn't work. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Taurus. That's what it's suggestive here. It's showing as the strongest energy coming through. Apparently this person, out of all people that are interested in you, wants it more. Wants it the most, but it's, according to, from the Taurus standpoint, it's just immediately saying you're, whoever this would apply to, it's saying that it's a person you pretty much would know it didn't work out with before. This person knows it too, but despite all of that, they still have some soft spot for you. What can we expect from this person? I mean, well, what is significant about this reading if this person's not going to do anything towards Taurus? So all it's saying here, Taurus, is that this person will give to you, but they're not going to take any action. Alright, why you need to know that, I don't know. Whatever. Alright, that's what it shows. Good luck to you, Taurus. Alright, you have a person that's sitting on the bleachers. That's all you need to know. Alright. Alright, we're going to go to the next sign. Gemini. Alright, tell me about the person our Geminis have interested in them. Who is showing interest in Gemini? One card. We have Three of Pentacles. This is somebody that wants to try and cooperate with you. Or work. It's just suggestive. This could also be a co-worker for some Geminis. It can be somebody from work. But on the general message, it is just suggesting somebody that wants to participate, work with you on something. Maybe it's one of these clueless people that, said something, really and truly it's like God's trying to tell them, do something romantic. And they're just like really terrible at it. And they like send you a message, hey, Gemini, want to come help me fix my toilet? In their head, they're like, this would be a great bonding moment. Maybe we could have a glass of wine. Gemini's like, no. And then the person on the other side is like, oh my god, I had it all planned out. There was going to be rose petals after we fixed the toilet. And we're going to have that wine. And we got rejected. Just kidding. Maybe, going to the beach would have been a better idea. Not everybody is the brightest tool in the shed. Hey Gemini, do you like toilets? I have a toilet that needs to be fixed. Can you help me fix it? Maybe we can talk. What about over dinner? You ever thought about that? The toilet still needs to be fixed. It didn't work out. Alright, let's do this. Sorry, I'm rambling. All right, tell me about the person our Geminis have interested in them. What is this person's primary energy towards Gemini? Person that's interested in Gemini. What is their primary energy towards Gemini? So it says Ace of Wands reversed. Why does it say Ace of Wands reversed? Six of Cups reversed. So this person is just keeping things in the past right now, it's saying. Not doing anything. Basically, it's saying they're not taking the action, they're not initiating nothing, they're just basically reviewing things from the past, looking at the past, and that's it. What is their intention towards towards Gemini? King of Pentacles, it says. Why is that the intentions? So I have Two of Cups. This person is, so this is a long shot here, but it is suggestive of something around the King of Pentacles energy, implying some degree of qualities that would be desirable for a long-term connection. This can talk about stability, wealth, career, building a business, some sort of success, some sort of position of power, basically displaying anything that would suggest stability or doing well for yourself. This person seems to think that that's important, that it may result in a connection. How does that apply to you? Oh, and this could also be a boss. Again, teamwork for some of you. I didn't think about that too. This person does want a relationship with you. The thing I'm trying to work out here, for some of you, this is strongly suggestive of a boss. Now, let's not go to every single boss at your company asking them if they have interest. It's just, I'm just throwing it out there. It is pointing out that that's a high possibility of someone with the King of Pentacles is highly suggestive. It's not just a regular coworker. It's somebody in a supervisory or higher role. All right. And I strongly want to say that, I'll stress this, that you'll know if it applies to you, all right? Let's not overguess it. If you're hearing this, me saying that, you'll know if it applies to you, all right? For the rest of you, it's just suggesting somebody that wants to kind of display qualities you'd be interested in. They seem to think that by doing this, it would make you more inclined to want a relationship with them. This has strong suggestions of trying to impress somebody. So instead of using a romantic approach, it is more trying to lure somebody in with attractive qualities. You know, there's a lot of different approaches in romance, when it comes to love and relationships. And obviously, a good one is somebody that's just charismatic and knows how to woo somebody in the love department. They may be broke as a joke, but they're just really good at talking and they know how to say the right things. Sometimes those people can just do really well in relationships and, you know, go from there. For other people, that's not really the case. They may not be good in that department and instead view that having a really nice car and a big ass house and all this kind of stuff, and maybe they're in this sports group or whatever, and they're the leader of this club. Maybe those things are desirable qualities they feel to another partner that are going to be like, oh my God, look at this person. You know, whether you agree with that approach or not, that's what it kind of suggests here is their approach. But what is their overall intention? It is they do have interest in wanting a relationship with you. That's good. but it's not saying they're going to do much right now. Why is this person not taking any action towards Gemini? This person does wonder if you guys share the same values. So, so essentially it's saying this person is concerned. So this may be for this particular reading a new person and not an ex-partner. Well, actually, then why would it talk about the past here? What occurred in the past between Gemini and this person that has interest in Gemini? What occurred in the past? What occurred in the past? It says moon energy, uncertain, a lot of uncertainty. Why was there uncertainty? Why was there a gray area? Imbalance again. Something wasn't working. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Okay, so Gemini, based on that, I can't actually determine 100% if this is a new person. It kind of looks like it could be. The only problem part of that equation is the reference to past energy here, suggesting that this person, even if they're kind of like in as far as the dating section is new, it's almost implying that they have known you. But it's also saying in that whatever's been done in the past didn't go anywhere, or it was just left in a gray area. Like, this kind of tells me like there was some type of maybe attempt at interaction, or there was interaction, but it didn't really yield much, or maybe there was awkwardness or distance. Like, I don't know how you really feel about me, and you don't really probably know how you feel about me. This person is citing concerns around your values. In other words, you are you. You have your things that you're interested in, your religion, your politics, your job, how you like to live life. Are you a crazy punk that likes to go to rock or those rock concerts or whatever and stay up all night? Or are you somebody that likes to go to bed at 9 o'clock and wake up at 7 and go to the gym and all that kind of stuff? It's talking about certain things like that, lifestyle stuff, beliefs. It's citing some concern that from their standpoint, they're viewing it that there may, either they think they know there may be a conflict, or they're concerned there will be. In other words, you'd get together and there'd be a problem or issue around that. Maybe this is one of those weird situations where the guy's like, hey, I know that you're like a certified Christian, Baptist, born-again Christian, but I'm actually like the leader of the Church of Satan. I don't know if this would work or something. Could it? Probably not, but who knows? All right. What else do we need to know about this reading? I feel like this reading is not quite complete. So it's saying there is a opportunity here. Well then, what does Gemini need to do? It says 3 of Cups. Socialize, interact, it's saying. Basically what it's saying there, Gemini, if you want to go and find this situation, this person, it's involving some type of socialization to find it. In summary, what do you need to do here? If you do nothing, Gemini, it's suggesting probably, in my opinion from experience tarot, nothing will happen. You will go on and nothing will happen. It is giving you a clue that whatever that may be, there is some type of social interaction. maybe that's going to come up. Hey, you want to go to this event? Maybe it's a work-related event or something. You would know, all right? It seems to imply that whatever this event or situation is where this potential opportunity will be found. Where it'll go from there, who knows? But it sounds like your Prince Charming or whoever they are would be there. Or it would be a part of that or something, alright? So yeah, that's what I got for you. If you're a guy watching this, just flip the king to a queen, alright? Good luck to you, Gemini. Cancer. Tell me what the person our cancers have that's interested in Cancer, I guess. Who's showing interest in the sign of Cancer? Describe this person's energy. Who's showing interest in Cancer? It says a King of Cups. It's very fitting, so it doesn't have to be a water sign, but we'll just state the obvious. This person could be likely a strong water sign. However, it's just describing the energy, so whoever this person is has strong desire for a Cancer. It's about as good as you're going to get as far as the romantic department goes. All right? So this is somebody that is looking beyond just your looks. In other words, there's something more that they see. What is this person's primary energy towards Cancer, this King of Cups? This person that is interested in Cancer. What is their primary energy? It says, this person really wants to come towards you, Cancer. Wow. It's almost, for certain Cancers here, you may actually get an offer from this person. Not only do they really, really care, but they can't hold back, it's suggesting. Wow. What is their intention towards Cancer, though? Let's look at the intention to confirm this Knight of Cups. This person, wow. You've got basically the grade A meat and potatoes reading here, Cancer. Whoever this person is first, I guess it would suggest, is going to try and attempt to invite you out to do something with them. Three of Cups is a great card. It can talk about bar hopping, going to bars, going to, hey, you want to go hike, you want to go and have coffee, you want to go and do anything that's going to basically put me in the vicinity of you. Want to do that? It'll be something where there is some sort of socialization. That's this person's game. My assumption is, if you're wondering, why is Harry inviting me to the top of the mountain? It could be because he has something he's interested in. You want to date me? I chose the tallest part of this mountain because I knew that would be very difficult for you to run away. And kind of put you in a, put you in a corner here so you couldn't say no. And let me just remind you that if you do say no, it's a really long, awkward walk way back down there, so you probably want to say yes. This person may be planning it to the T. Alright, so nothing bad here. This could be a new person, Cancer. High chance of that. I'm not seeing anything past, so it's impossible for me to know if it's a past person, but this seems like it could be a new person for certain Cancers that are open to it and are socializing. If you live in a closet, literally, this may not be for you. Let's read. What else can I ask? What is the advice for Cancer? Saying some of you may be uncertain or become clouded. Why? Why does it say that? Or worry or overcomplicate something. It says it's a card comes over to the Three of Cups. It says about the world. It's saying some of you may doubt that this is going to work out or be successful. So translation, it could imply that this person may attempt to want to hang out or do something with you, and it's saying that for certain Cancers may doubt this for whatever reason, kind of write it off as like, it may not work out or something like that. It's saying don't do that, or just be cautious about that. This could occur from overthinking the situation or just over worrying about it. Maybe it's going to be bad or something. All right. This could also suggest something about distance. I don't know if maybe they're inviting you to do something that's far away. All right. How would Cancer feel towards this person if they came towards Cancer? This King of Cups. So this, well, why does it say that? Why does it say 5 of Cups horizontal? For certain Cancers, if you have if you are a Cancer that's getting over something, or this is kind of confusing to read because it's suggesting some sort of a Cancer that's unavailable. The problem is, what kind of situations would that be? It could be for a Cancer that's already involved in something. It could be for a Cancer that's coming out of something. This is kind of implying where this uncertainty is coming from. In other words, it's suggestive that this could be, unfortunately, bad timing. That's why this moon energy is coming out. So this is highlighting a concern or a problem where this person may essentially approach at a point where, for certain Cancers, may, for whatever reason, feel it's not the best time. I guess if you're not coming out of anything and haven't been dealing, so you had no bad relationships, you're not getting over anything, and it's also implying you getting over something emotionally. If you're not any of those things, then I guess you wouldn't be affected here, all right? But if you are, it's highlighting that could be a problem here, which is why it was giving that advice. How would Cancer see this person? Seven of Cups. Again, it's suggesting you wouldn't know what to think. Why would there be so much uncertainty towards this person? Seven of Swords. Some of you may question their motives or their intentions towards you. Like it's too good to be true. Basically, it's saying you got this person that's interested in you, and then they would, again, invite you out, want to come towards you, but it's saying that there would be, from your side, some sort of confusion, or you would be skeptic, I guess, like overthinking it or wondering possibilities here. These are all possibilities. And when I'm clarifying more to it, it's saying Seven of Swords. which can be somebody that could be a player, cheater, deceptive, manipulator, or something like that. And not translation, it's almost implying, and again, will it be for all of you? No. But it's saying, in some cases, that could be some sort of issue where it's like a Cancer that's kind of trying to figure out, is this a scam? Am I being set up here or deceived? Yeah, I don't know what else to say here, Cancer. What's the good news here? This person's energy seems pretty consistent. So I guess we'll just see whatever happens here. Is there one more card about this King of Cups, person that's interested in Cancer? Anything else I need to know? Tower. It said it will happen suddenly. So, that's interesting. Suddenly and unexpected. Translation, this opportunity will come out of nowhere. When you least expect it. It'll likely also happen, Cancer, after something major happens. Or, I don't know, maybe that already happened. Who knows? Leo. Alright. Who is the person that is interested in the sign of Leo? Who is showing signs of interest in the sign of Leo? So we have the King of Pentacles reversed. Why is the King of Pentacles reversed? We have Tower, Ten of Pentacles reversed, and Seven of Swords reversed. What does this mean for Leo? This person is showing signs of interest in Leo. What does this mean for Leo? With this Tower, Ten of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Swords reversed. This is already predicting something bad here. Or not. It's basically saying this is a person that there's already been problems with. So it's like, one would ask the question, do I even continue this reading? It suggests that this person may reach out already, but if they did, it's going to be something around communicating, potentially, around mistakes that were made or something like that. I don't know in what way that conversation would take place or how it would be communicated, but something around things that didn't work out or something along the lines of bad planning or reflection on something that didn't work. Why would they communicate that? Says Ten of Pentacles again. This could have been a marriage for some of you. It shows it twice. A long-term connection that failed. This is a partner from the past trying to re-come back in. But it would seem that it's to try and... It's not saying to like directly work on it though. It's just saying to like bring to your attention something about the past and what didn't work. Why would they want Leo to know this? Because they want clarity over something, or to discuss, or to work through something. What is their overall intent? What is their core primary energy towards Leo? This person wants to reconcile with you. Alright, so I'm going to leave this reading as, I'll do another Leo reading This is for a Leo immediately that either A, had a divorce, B, had a very long-term relationship with a person that you may feel is unreliable or has, you know, this is kind of like a partner that probably could have been a drunk or somebody that was abusing pills or something like that, that was being irresponsible, somebody that could have had a gambling problem, or maybe this was somebody that is neither of those things, that was just, I don't know, not managing the long-term relationship well. It's possible, because even with the reversal of this card, it can still talk about somebody that is successfully doing good or holding down a job or doing well enough, but they're just managing things poorly. Like, I don't know, they weren't a good family man, or they couldn't keep the relationship together. It's suggesting some negative quality. I just don't know. Can't pinpoint what it is. But whatever the case is, whatever those qualities were, it does suggest it led to a loss. Either a big financial loss, or it's suggesting the connection itself failed. Was uprooted. How, you know, and that can again imply divorce. Alright, however, it is again suggesting this person's behind all of that does have interest to want to approach you romantically, but it seems their first order of business would be to reach out to discuss whatever these problems or whatever is, to get some type of clarity over it. So what is their strategy here? It would imply their strategy seems to first engage you in contact, talk about basically trying to smooth the ice, I guess address the problems or issues, and then after that, if it all went well, figure out if you want to Netflix and you know what, alright? And then talk about it some more, you know? Alright, that's what I got for you on that. We'll do another Leo review. Leo. Alright, I'm going to do another reading for you because the other one seemed like it's about a divorce path, partner, or I don't know, someone. I strongly suggest they're like marriage or something. So tell me about a person that's interested in our Leo that is not a divorced partner or ex-partner. Anyone showing interest. Okay, it is saying there's somebody here that's wanting to give to you. Good. Can suggest for some of you they already are giving to you in some ways, whether that's a lot of attention or money, or I don't know, just being generous in some ways, trying to be, I don't know, in your graces of in some ways. What is their primary energy towards Leo, the Six of Pentacles person? This person wants to establish an opportunity with you to found something. In other words, the beginnings of a foundation. With this card, it's because we don't have enough energy here to know, but my assumption is this is just going to be establish a connection with you. It doesn't immediately imply romance, but it would be a foundation to grow or to establish a romantic connection. This does tell me, well, again, yeah, it does support a new person, but it is saying that right now it would imply that they are only in like the kind of giving phase right now. So this would be somebody that's just trying to be friendly or trying to kind of, you know, win your affection. How this is playing out in real life, I don't know. But it's suggesting somebody that's kind of giving you attention or giving you time or giving you money or doing something. But the reason they're doing that is to essentially try and create some type of foundation between you and them, which they can then probably work off to do something. I'm assuming it's not business. It's probably to date or to see about that. What is their intention towards Leo? This Six of Pentacles person. What is their intention towards Leo? This person wants you. We got the King of Cups showing up. Wow. What is holding this person back then? So it says 9 of Pentacles. What does that have to do with Leo? So it obviously has something to do with you. This person probably doesn't know if you're available. What does that have to do with Leo? Communication, coming towards you. I'm going to speculate on that. So this can be direct, asserting something, or direct messaging. This person seems to be trying to probe out. I think if you are single and ready to mingle. This can talk about a bachelor, bachelorette. It can talk about somebody that's on the market and ready to go into a relationship of some sort. This, again, whoever this person is someone that is probing you right now. Trying to figure out, I'm assuming trying to just make sure that you are someone that is actually available and interested. The other important part of this card is someone that's actually available. Just because someone looks single doesn't mean to say that they're interested in a relationship. There are plenty of people that just don't want to date. Not interested. This approach seems kind of cautious. This energy also is, again, this energy is showing strong signs of cautious energy. This is a concern that it would almost imply this. There must be a concern of this backfiring. What is this person's concern? Why? Because what is this person that's interested in Leo? What is their reason for being so cautious towards Leo? Saying Hermit. Why Hermit? I don't understand that. It's again asking, like, basically they're thinking about if they should or not. Why? It still doesn't answer the question. Why would they see it as a problem? Why would they be concerned if they should or not? Again, this is suggesting something relating to work for some of you. So that can immediately suggest this could be a work-related conflict. So won't be for all of you, but it is strongly suggestive. I'm going to just point it out because I got the card. This may be somebody at work. What is their problem here is, one, they're first trying to figure out if you are single and available. Number two, it does seem to be some hesitancy towards you, but it's pointing out that this could be something relating to work that may be a conflict of interest or a problem. Or maybe they're concerned that if it doesn't work out, then they're going to be seeing you at work every day, so that could be an issue. That would be kind of awkward, you know, like you're like, no, I'm not interested, and every day you're coming into work and you have to see each other. And it's like, oh, okay. I think that could be a valid concern here. If it's not relating to work, then I don't know. It's just generalized, just saying if this would work or not. I don't know. But they're interested. So what's going to actually happen, I don't know. The only thing I can see is this person, this energy is kind of suggesting they're still in the process of, I guess, trying to probe and see your status. If they conclude that, I'm assuming they will potentially try to say more to you. Alright? Sorry. That's all I got there, Leo, for your second reading. Virgo. All right. Tell me about the person that is interested in the sign of Virgo. Person that's, what is it? Who is showing interest in the sign of Virgo? Again, it says King of Cups. I've got this for like probably 3 signs, I think. All right, this person has strong emotional romantic interest in you. All right. That's amazing. I think I've got this for 3 signs. So whatever, we'll go with it. This person has strong emotional interest in you. So remember, with the King of Cups energy, this is a person that is displaying interest beyond attraction. That's the key distinguishing feature with this card. All right. There's obviously people that come into your life that may have a physical thing for you, and that's all they're interested in is a hit it and quit. And then, you know, whatever, they don't want to have any strings attached. And then there's other people that develop some harder feelings for you. How intense they are, it's different for everybody, but it is beyond something, it's beyond attraction, all right? What is this person's primary energy towards the sign of Virgo, this King of Cups? Tell me about their primary energy. We have 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to put that back, because I'm going to have to clarify that. What is their primary energy towards the King of Cups? Towards Virgo. We're not getting anything from here. Person that is interested in the sign of Virgos, King of Cups. What is their primary energy towards Virgo? So we have Devil. This person has a strong sexual interest towards you. Why Devil? Why does it show that? Page of Pentacles. This person may even have obsession towards you, Virgo. What is their intentions towards Virgo? This King of Cups. What is their intention? God, come on. So we have the Knight of Cups, and we also have 8 of Pentacles. This person is planning something out or working on some type of way to approach you, would suggest. What is stopping? Okay, basically what I'm seeing here is this person really wants you. All right, the question is, what is stopping them from coming towards you? What is stopping this person or holding them up from coming towards Virgo if they have almost borderline obsession with Virgo? Okay, so it is suggesting a potential that you have dated this person before. The reversal, though, is suggested it's been transitioned out of that. What does that mean? It means, and again, it's not a guarantee, it is just suggestive of, if this was a person you dated with, right? It came to an end for whatever reason. Now, there was obviously, whenever breakups occur, they have varying degrees of, when people get hurt or not. Some people, leave relationships and they just don't care. They're just done with it. It's been so long, right? But for other people, when they leave that connection, it can sting a bit, or it's frustrating, or it upsets them. It is pointing out that this involves some type of heartbreak or pain. However, it is saying it's past, it's over, moved on, all right? So that kind of implies to me that it's implying a Virgo that did move on from this. However, it's suggestive here that this person's not done with it. In fact, they're quite obsessed with you still. All right. This does have a red flag to it, unfortunately, in this reading, because it is implying that while this person does care, It sounds like their feelings for you are genuine in the energy. However, it is saying there is some type of obsessive qualities, which I have no doubt you probably found out before. To me, this has a red flag on it. All right. I have, obviously, all the reads have been good, pretty good so far, but this one has a red flag on it. How does Virgo feel towards this King of Cups? Well, it is suggesting some of you would welcome it back. You'd be interested. Which is concerning because this says that it's something that's already probably happened before. So that is almost predictable. Oh boy. Well, I'll just leave it at that, I guess. This did come out, but I don't know if I'm going to take it. What is the advice for Virgo here? 4 of Swords. That is a whopper of advice. Because coming out of this energy and going into 4 of Swords, taking a time out to truly and fully heal from the situation. So that is a clue, because it is basically highlighting a Virgo here that probably has not fully healed past whatever problems came from this person. So it is citing a risk factor here. In other words, you're going to take back someone that you probably know isn't good for you, but it's suggesting they're going to come through here again and try to shoot their shot. And it's unfortunately predicting that some of you will entertain it. Doesn't mean to say you're going to go along with it completely, but it is saying you're going to entertain it. Whatever Kool-Aid this person brings is good enough to bring your cup out. Alright, it is saying though you need time to heal or get past whatever problem this was. Even though you move past the pain, it's still overall saying that there's factors of whatever this connection was that haven't really been resolved. Alright? So it's not saying you're in immediate crisis, crying and mourning and stuff like that. It's just saying there's wounds from the past that are still present. Alright? Anyways, good luck to you, Virgo. I don't know who this applies to, but it sounds like, unfortunately, in this read, you got an X of some sort coming through. Alright? Well, this read probably won't apply to all Virgos, unfortunately. Alright? I just don't have time to do another Virgo reading. It is what it is. Libra. Who is coming towards Libra? Who is showing interest in the sign of Libra? One card. So you have a King of Cups here. Okay, this is a confident or somebody that's confident in himself. It is fire energy here, obviously with the King of Cups. This person may be a fire sign strongly suggestive of that. However, it doesn't have to be. All right. It's describing primarily their energy they're in towards you. All right. What is this person's primary energy towards Libra? It says the High Priestess reversed. Tell me more about that. Why is this King of Wands? Why is the primary energy the High Priestess reversed? This person's uncertain about... This person is wanting to start something with you, but it's clouded or something. Their mind's clouded. They're uncertain. There's doubts. It's just showing there's a lot of... the High Priestess reversed here is suggesting that there is probably, the clarity of that individual is not very good. Ace of Pentacles, so their ability to find something or something around that seems to be clouded. Why is this person clouded about starting something with Libra? What's the factor? Eight of Wands, if it will push forwards or not. That doesn't tell us much, though. Tell me more about the High Priestess reversed in this person's primary energy towards Libra. Three of Pentacles reversed. There's a concern, again, about it not working out or not being able to work together. What is their intention towards Libra? The person that has interest in showing signs of interest towards Libra, what is their intention towards Libra? Nine of Wands, the Tower. This person has a very strange energy about them. Why the Tower? Okay, something sudden with you. Why Nine of Wands? Why the Nine of Wands? Let me ask this actually. What does the Tower, Nine of Wands, going to Ten of Pentacles mean for Libra? An opportunity. How does Nine of Wands make an opportunity? I don't understand that. Saying Seven of Swords. That's just not making sense here. It's saying it's not like it's strategy or it's some part of a plan, potentially. Or, again, it's emphasizing like some type of like cautionary approach. What does the Nine of Wands do? It creates indecision. So it's suggesting this person's intentionally creating some type of indecision or something. They seem to think that it's going to cause some type of change, Libra. If I hadn't told Libra this, how would Libra react to this? How would it have played out? How would Libra have played out? It says you would have started to miss them and think about the good memories. It's almost implying, so this one's a challenge. This reading is very challenging, Libra. I know it's kind of a bit all over the place, but whoever's energy this is very complicated, because it is showing them in a strong stance with this King of Wands energy. You have to remember the King of Wands is somebody, it is one of the strongest kings as far as dominance and asserting oneself. In other words, this king is most prone to getting their way. All right. It is also it is a card that oftentimes can be someone that will pressure somebody, dominate them, or it will be trying to exercise their will upon them. In other words, it's a card of power, right? Strength. So that is we have to look at that first as a founding factor here. The second thing is we know that they're conflicted about something when it comes to you. And what that is they're trying to establish something with you or consider it. All right. This person, for whatever reason, is uncertain about things moving forwards between you, or if there's going to be cooperation with you of some sort. All right. That's what's going through this energy here. Now, their intention is odd because it is in some ways kind of synergistic with this, because this energy isn't really doing anything. It would almost imply that this person's just staying put, and it is almost suggesting that their strategy involves that. So they're staying grounded in their approach. Whatever, basically, they're staying put type thing, all right? I can only imagine it's like some type of stance where it's rigid or stubborn. I mean, you can kind of look. It's just kind of sticking, standing to their side of the ground or something like that, and not budging. But it's odd energy because it doesn't make sense. But it's saying it's strategic in some ways, or I'm not saying that they truly calculated this out, but it's saying some type of it's like in their mind, it's part of their conscious strategy. But it's coming from a logical standpoint. All right, to kind of not budge is what I'm trying to say. They're choosing not to budge. How that's really playing out, I don't know. But it seems to suggest that it would put you in your mind a little bit, which, when I'm asking, does seem to suggest it would have some type of effect on you. But this was only if I hadn't told this to you. What is the Tower suggestive of in the intentions? I'm working on things. What does that mean, though, for Libra? Commitment or values of some sort. Working on a relationship. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you for fact here, Libra. What this reading is fucking hard. Excuse my language there, but this is complicated and difficult to understand. I don't truly. I can't really per se pinpoint this person's true plan here, but it's something around stalling here. All right, whether that's even gonna work, it had some hint here, could, but you be the judge of that, right? What else can we know about this King of Wands for our Libra? Anything else before I move on? Why the Hangman? Why does it say the Hangman? Things are stuck, it says right now. It says it's stuck because of some type of conflict that occurred. Alright. Well, I don't know who that fucking applies to. Alright. It is suggesting things are stuck right now. That's all you really need to know. But why it's trying to tell us this, I don't know. What it does to change anything? Couldn't tell you. Alright. That's who it's saying is interested in you. Alright. Scorpio. Alright, tell me about the person that is interested in the side of Scorpio. Who is this person? Who is interested in Scorpio? We have a King of Cups. We have a Seven of Wands and a Three of Wands reversed. This is a person you're not moving forwards with that does have strong... This is the fourth reading, I think, that we got the King of Cups. It's making its rounds today. This is a person that has a romantic interest in you, Scorpio, beyond physical attraction. Alright? That is the easiest way for me to explain this kind of energy. Translation, this is probably not somebody that just wants to have sex and move on. This is a person that sees something more than just physical attraction and stuff there. They have some type of connection with you. How would that have formed? Either this person just kind of, there's those people that kind of see somebody and then they just start falling in love immediately because they're seeing you do certain things they can relate to. That could be a case. But in this particular scenario, it is unfortunately suggesting someone you've already interacted with. So I'm almost willing to place money it's not a new person. So this kind of suggests that you've had some interaction with them. Why am I saying that? Because we have 3 of Wands reversed here, probably suggesting things aren't moving forwards between the both of you. However, the 7 of Wands is kind of favorable here. Rarely is this card favoring, but in this case it is, because it does suggest with this combination that this person is wanting to fight for you. All right. In other words, not ready to quit. But that immediately does also tell me, if it's not moving forwards, that you've either A, rejected them already, or B, it didn't work out. So, I don't know. Let's see what else it shows. What is their primary energy towards Scorpio? This King of Cups. This could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be, but I'm just stating the obvious. It's a water sign card. Okay. But it is just overall showing their energy they're in. What is their primary energy? It says 2 of Swords reversed. This person, again, it's matching with 3 of Wands reversed. This person doesn't know what to do towards you. They're stuck. Can't make a decision. Likely because the outcome that they're wanting, they're not seeing a path to it. So they're not really sure how to go about it. That's like, for example, a great way to look at this card is if you see 3 paths and they all go to 3 different doors and you're looking at the far right door and you're saying, I want to go to that path. Well, you see a path going to door 1, you see a path going to door 2, but there is no path going to door 3. You're going to probably sit there and say, I don't know what to do because I don't want to go through those 2 doors, I want to go through that one, but I'm not seeing a path there. So it's like it doesn't mean to say you won't ever find a way to get there. It's just saying at the moment you don't know what to do. And you can't make a decision. So why is this person 2 of Swords energy towards Scorpio? Why is that their primary energy? This person is a high stressor. Wow. This person is worrying a lot, or they overthink you. What could you have possibly done to put them in this energy? I'm going to just give you an immediate synopsis here, or not synopsis, I'm trying to be all fancy with my words. This person likely has obsession towards you, alright? Immediately. High chance this person may have been rejected by you, but has obsession towards you. This energy has signs of obsession written all over it. High chance this could be a white knight. How does Scorpio see this person that's interested in Scorpio? How does Scorpio see this person? It's saying you don't want an opportunity with them. No. It's also saying it was, if it's not that, it's also suggestive here it failed, or there was some, basically there was some interaction between them and it never went anywhere. You couldn't nothing was able to be founded. When the reversal of the ace cards oftentimes suggests that whatever or however that opportunity played, depending on the energy, whichever way you want to spin it, it didn't work out for some reason. Either it was missed entirely, or it just got thrown away, or it was rejected, or it just couldn't work. So that would also imply, again, why it's not moving forward. But this person's like, I don't care. I still want Scorpio. So it's kind of seeing this, whoever this person is to you, Scorpio, would be someone that it didn't work out with. What is this person's intention towards Scorpio? This King of Cups. Eight of Swords reversed. Okay. So they don't want to be in this energy anymore. So tell us more about their intention towards Scorpio. Six of Cups. And what else? Alright. Here's the good news. Okay. It suggests that this person is tired of being in this energy. Alright. So basically it's saying this ain't working for them. They no longer they want to come out their mind, and it's kind of suggesting this person does want to come towards you. Translation, they want to shoot their shot with you again. What is the advice towards Scorpio? Why does it say Emperor reversed as the advice? Why? I mean, that's pretty obvious, but... What should Scorpio do? Well, what is the reality of the Emperor reversed and the Ten of Pentacles reversed? What is the actual reality? Three of Pentacles. And what would it mean for Scorpio long term? A relationship. Huh. It is saying in the advice something very significant and important. It is saying, and this actually highlights potentially why this didn't work. It is saying as Scorpio that rejected this person because they did not see the qualities necessary for a long-term connection. Either A, this person didn't display sign. It's saying that this person may have approached you, but you wrote them off either because of their financial situation, you didn't see them as long-term material, you may have judged them in some ways thinking that they were a certain way. It's implying that there was, with the Emperor, suggesting it could be father-like qualities, it could be their lifestyle, the way they act, I don't fucking know. Whatever, it's different for every Scorpio out there. But it is saying somewhere on your checklist, you decided to say or check off that this person didn't meet certain criteria, and therefore it wasn't worth your time, or you decided not to take a chance on it because it was like, yeah, they're kind of not meeting the requirements here, so I'm going to move on. So it kind of sounds like this person got written off, which is why it stalled and didn't go anywhere. This person's still persisting, but it is saying that if you did the opposite of this, in other words, these requirements went away, it is saying it would work and it would result in a relationship that would be good. Translation, it would actually work. It is saying it would be favorable to you and you'd be pleasantly surprised. All right. However, easier said than done. You do what you want there, Scorpio. Good luck to you. All right. You'll know if this person's in your energy. You'll just know because they'll come toward you, it says. If you don't see them, this reading wasn't for you. But I guess you'll have to make that decision of do you give them a chance or not. And look past your criteria list. Sagittarius. All right, tell me about the person that is interested in the sign of Sagittarius. Who's showing interest in the sign of Sagittarius? Give me one card. We have this King of Cups again. Who is showing signs of interest in Sagittarius? Two of Pentacles here. We're going to have to draw another card here. So we've got some Capricorn energy. It's non-specific here. Tell me more about Two of Pentacles, the person that's interested in Sagittarius. Okay, so this it's just telling us that this person wants... It is saying here, Sagittarius, somebody that seems like it may have already established something with you. In other words, they've already got their foot in the door. So this is more of a reading suggesting for Sagittarius, somebody that's already established some type of connection with you. When I say connection, I'm not saying you're dating. It's just saying that this was offered at some point. It's already moves to the Two of Pentacles. In other words, but it's still saying it's in the infant stages. Okay. What does that potentially mean? It's somebody either you're talking to potentially, or it's just friends, or it's someone at a distance. It doesn't mean to say that you're best buds or anything like that. It's just somebody that I guess that's already established something with you. What is their primary energy towards Sagittarius? They're going to keep the peace. It's just saying keeping balance right now. They see things as basically running okay. Basically, this is a person that is trying to not rock the boat. They're playing it, but what is this energy screaming immediately? Someone that's playing it safe. This tells me there's a confidence issue immediately. You know, why is there a confidence issue? Because somebody with confidence would immediately go after what they want. This person's choosing to, they're doubting themselves, which is why they're trying to play it safe. What is this the person that is interested in Sagittarius, why, what is the reason this person is trying to keep, why is this person trying to play it safe with Sagittarius? Seven of Swords. Why does it suggest that? Why does it suggest Seven of Swords? Okay. So it is saying here that this is a person, okay, so again, whoever this person is, immediately I'm going to say has, okay, well, I'm still leaning in the direction that there is a degree of confidence issues here. But basically what it's saying is that this person's plan of attack is to essentially first try and get into your graces, right? Be friends with you in some ways, playing it safe, keeping the peace, and then gradually offer their cup. In other words, once they've buttered you up and you know who they are and all this kind of stuff, then they'll kind of gradually kind of make that suggestion that, hey, I'm not entirely wanting to just be friends, if you know what I mean. So this is a person that's, instead of just kind of making it obvious in the beginning that that's what they're interested in, they're playing the long approach. Why do I think this is happening? This is a common male thing. This basically suggests that this person's already concerned that you're going to probably reject them. So you know, if they're thinking in their head that if they just basically come out with it and say that they are interested in you and blah blah blah, they're suspecting that they will get rejected or it's going to go south. So instead of taking that chance, they're playing it safe, and they, in their mind, by buttering you up and you getting to know them, you're going to be more susceptible to wanting to do something with them. This is not an uncommon strategy. So I am a male. I'm well aware that guys do this. All right, so he's playing the long game here. All right. And again, if you're a guy, just flip it to a female. It's a female of some sort that would be approaching you. How does Sagittarius see this person currently? Three of Cups reversed. Why the Three of Cups reversed? Why does it say that? It's kind of suggesting there has been some kind of letdown when it comes to this person. It's saying like a Sagittarius that seems to be already... I'm not sure if this has happened or not. It's almost implying like there is some already doubt from your side towards this person, which is, again, probably reinforcing why they're playing it safe here. What is this person that's playing it safe towards Sagittarius? What is their intention towards Sagittarius? Actually, I mean, I've already kind of figured that out. All right. So, well, I'll ask him, what is their intention towards Sagittarius? So this person's not going to do a whole lot yet. It's just saying they're again, more energy suggesting some really kind of reserved approach here towards you. What has happened in the past between Sagittarius and this person? Again, it's saying keeping the peace kind of energy here. Things moving to calmer waters. Whoever this person is somebody that a predominating theme here is that it's an individual, Sagittarius, that you seem that you likely have associated with already. Okay, that's important to know. So it can still be considered a new person, but it is someone that, again, even though it's been established with them, it hasn't really significantly advanced very far, but it's at the phase right now where, again, it's just peace is being kept. This person's worried about things, as I said, falling apart prematurely, so they're playing the long game here. All right, the only negative here is that it is suggestive on your side that there doesn't seem to be a great deal of optimism towards this person. Either that's just you doubting it or you have a reason. If this person came towards Sagittarius unexpectedly with a romantic proposal of some sort, how would Sagittarius react to that? So we have the world horizontal. That's again kind of suggesting if it would be good or bad here. If it's going to go forwards or backwards. Balance, if it could work. I don't know why there's so much doubt there. So it must be a person you're kind of on the fence about. What is the advice for Sagittarius? What does that have to do with this person? Well, shit, maybe this could be someone from the past too. The Vice is saying to get over something, and it's kind of questioning. So our Hangman energy will be getting a perspective on something. Justice, world horizontal. It's something to do with how it would work. To me, this seemed like it was potentially a new person, but... Let's just skip the advice. Alright, Sagittarius, let's not focus on that advice, because I feel that if I kind of talk more about that advice, it's going to probably muddle or confuse or cloud this energy already, because this particular reading is a little vague. I'll just say this as far as advice. If you are a Sagittarius that is still kind of upset over something for whatever that is, if that is the case, and it's asking you to address and look at that, because it's saying it could affect your perception towards this person if they approach you. So why is that significant? Because what it's saying is that if you are somebody, let's say a Sagittarius, that is not over something, whether it's them, well, I don't know it's them, it could be something else, or you just have resentment or pain or frustration, or some reservations from something that was negative, it's basically saying that that will influence how you're going to interact with this person, and it's highlighting your perception towards them. In other words, you will see things a certain way because of that. So it's telling you just be cautious of that it may be wise to not view this person, or catch yourself if you're viewing, them in a way that's probably more, I don't know. I got hurt last time because of this other person, so that's going to happen again with this person. In other words, you don't know that that's going to actually happen, but you're projecting it will. So hopefully that makes sense. I don't know if it did. Whatever. Yeah, I don't have much else for you here, Sagittarius. I think this person's going to... You do have somebody, but it seems like they're going to be playing a cautious approach to you here, or the long game. Capricorn. Who is interested in the sign of Capricorn? Who is interested in the sign of Capricorn? Alright, this is a person, this is immediately an ex-partner of some sort. Someone that brought you a lot of disappointment. The Five of Cups is heavy energy, it's Scorpio energy. It is somebody that you're quite disappointed it didn't work out with. Five of Cups can talk about a wide range of emotional type energies that are negative, but it is showing the reversal here, so it is implying it's past. You have moved on past it. Translation: whenever this negative situation occurred was well in the past, either by, I don't know, could have happened a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's possible it could have happened within the year, but it would imply that if that was the case, you got over the pain pretty quick. It's like the disappointment and everything was gone. And hey, there are people out there that does happen with. We call those psychopaths. But anyway, let's move on here. For them, it's pretty much just permanent in this energy. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Not my problem. Not my problem that you're upset. Tell me about this person that's interested in Capricorn and this Five of Cups reversed energy. What is their primary energy towards Capricorn? This person is unsure what to do when it comes to you. They're choosing. Okay. Tell me about the right wand towards Capricorn. High Priestess. And what is the left wand? Chariot reversed. Clarify the High Priestess for the right wand. Well, a card came out. Not stressing about it. Okay. Eight of Swords reversed. Clarify further the High Priestess. Saying Two of Swords. I'm going to find that Two of Swords and take it again. I'm going to tell you why. Because that tells me that there's a decision. So a decision, a plan of action is being weighted out by a decision. That's what it's saying there. What the hell are you talking about, Wes? Don't worry about it. I'm going to explain it. Just let me do this. I got to find the card first. I wasn't going to take it, but I was like, something came to me that I should. Translation? The answer you're looking for is in that card. Where the hell is it? What are you saying now? It just disappeared on me. How weird. Oh my god. Where is this card? Now, maybe I'm not supposed to find it, or what? There it is. Alright. Okay. We're going to clarify that. Why is this card important? Because it did come out and it's going to the High Priestess energy, which is very highly synergistic of this. In other words, this person on the right wand has some type of internal decision that is important here that's being contemplated. This left wand is useless because it's basically saying immediately that would never work. Translation, this person's looking at one scenario when it comes to you and it's saying never gonna work. Not gonna work, can't work. This other angle here is suggesting a more in-depth look into the mind, basically contemplating that there actually could be a way it could work. Alright, tell me about the right sword. Seven of Swords. Okay, and tell me about the left sword involving, I guess this person is interested in Capricorn. Tell me about the left sword. The World. Okay. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Emperor. Why the World? This person's energy is quite interesting. What it says here, Two of Wands again. I'm going to take that from this deck. What it says, Capricorn, is that this person has essentially three different things going through their mind when it comes to you. Number one, the first, a predominant option is that it just simply doesn't work. It never will work between you and them. On the other hand, the right wand is the most important because it does show two possibilities, potential outcomes. This person's weighing through their mind and trying to have a good old think about. The first scenario is essentially where they kind of see it as it could potentially work for a while with you. In other words, they could get back and things would work or something like that, but they're concerned it would end immediately again. So in other words, it's still, even though it could start and there could be some success, even on best case scenario, in other words, we come together, maybe going to resolve some stuff with work, and we could cross a new chapter. But they're kind of saying that, like, even if we did all that and it went in my favor and things went, it would still somehow end. So basically, what does that mean? Destined to fail. That's what it's looking at. Like, the other hand, this person for some reason is also contemplating that there may be a way, but it's shown with Emperor qualities, something to do with them, about their, I don't know if it's what they have to offer. Is that financially, money, status, power, or a family environment or a home? They seem to think that there's certain qualities with Emperor energy that could change the outcome of things. But it would take a lot of the Seven of Swords energy is suggesting a lot of planning, strategizing, or work. Okay. Why does that matter to you? I don't know. This person seems to think that the other two options are quite negative. So there's something that maybe if they change their behavior would influence the outcome. But even though I'm saying that, it's still kind of a long shot. It's like, but it's trying to almost present oneself in a very strong light. You gotta remember, the Emperor or the Empress, they're very desirable features in the tarot. This person seems to have some idea that that would be of value to them. In other words, when it came to you. This can be a look at me now energy, look what I have to offer you now type thing. You know, things are going to be different. I know I was making no money last year, but now I'm making 100K. I really got my shit together. Things are going good. This could be a person that's trying to basically show a new side of them, but when we ask, well, why are they trying to show a new side of them? Because they're thinking it can change the outcome somehow. It would change things. But the problem here is it's also implying that they haven't actually done that yet. They're looking at it as an option. In other words, they would need to do that to make it work. Man, hopefully that makes sense to you, Capricorn. This is like a complicated as hell situation, for real. What is this person's intentions towards Capricorn? Open up lines of communication, get clarity. Again, this person, what's the good news here? This person does have some vague plan. That is pretty much the only good news here. If I'm honest with you, Capricorn, this person is basically, whoever they are, is someone that you really had problems with. It would have to have been. They have interest in, in my opinion, for someone to have this much energy and interest, or this complex of like an energy, it's suggesting somebody that has had history with you. I couldn't see any actual regular person wasting this much time or effort on a person. All right, it has to be somebody that really, really wants, is familiar with connection. This has got to be somebody that's had history with you, or somebody that you know, kind of sees you as their other half, and the thought of, I can't have my other half walking away from me. This is like somebody, even if I know it doesn't work, we can find a way. We can find a way. Even though the past suggests it'll never work. And this person's almost aware it'll never work. But it's like, well, I don't want my other half to walk away. We need some more clarity, some more truth. We need to go over things. Maybe we need to look at things in a new, logical way. Maybe there's some plan or solution we haven't thought about to make things work. Maybe I have to listen to their thoughts more. I don't know, you know. I don't want to be negative here, but my expectation this will work out is really low. But who knows? Maybe it will. All right. How does Capricorn see this person overall? Hangman energy. Again, it's like, this kind of tells me that like you're reevaluating, reassessing them. So in other words, this could be referencing to this to see if they've changed. This is an energy just kind of suggesting you probably from time to time keep tabs and just are seeing what's different about them. If there's anything new, changed, different about them, that would change your perspective about them. This already implies that you basically see them in a certain light already. I see them in a certain way. You have a predetermined narrative about who this person is, but you're still evaluating if something's different. This is probably why this person feels that changing their behavior might change the outcome. If this person did actually achieve Emperor energy in their plan towards Capricorn, what would happen? Four of Pentacles. This person, it says, would be a bit of, well, tell me about the Four of Pentacles. The energy wouldn't be favorable. Yeah, I was going to say it's a selfish energy or self-preservation energy. It's saying it wouldn't lead to a relationship. What a negative reading. I mean, who's interested in you? This is what's interested in you? The other signs are getting like King of Cups, and all this other stuff. Looks like Capricorn got a turd. Why are we doing this reading, Spirit? I mean, this is not going to ever work in a million years. What does that have to do with anything? The Queen of Pentacles reversed. What does that have to do with anything? Ten of Cups. So there is some emotional investment here. This is an odd one. I mean, Capricorn. This is implying something here that has, in my opinion, I'm gonna just immediately write this reading off and say I wouldn't waste my time if this is true or makes sense to you, because it is implying that whoever this person is, unfortunately, has problems. All right. What it's highlighting that is positive is saying that despite all this run around or whatever this other crap is that this person they do have strong emotional desires towards you. That's the positive. Meaning that, again, it's like you are someone of significance to them. However, it is highlighting that there's this person has unstable qualities about them. Something that is not congruent with a person that would be stable, probably job-wise, financially, living situation. Their ambitions in life are kind of probably all over the place. This is a type of person that may do unorthodox things. Maybe they tend to party or do stupid things. Getting, I got caught, I'm in prison again, or got arrested again. Well, you know, I'm on probation, but I decided to go and rob someone. You know, just not making good decisions. This is a person that can display signs of being irresponsible or something like that. But either or, it's still saying that whatever the case is, despite that, their blunders, they still have attraction towards you, in an emotional bond towards you. And it's almost, again, coming back to this, like maybe if they improve qualities or something, I don't know. This sounds like a fixer-upper kind of person that has a good heart. Well, I don't even want to say good heart, but I mean, they have emotional attraction towards you, interest. But, whatever. I'm done with this reading. I would, if this kind of makes sense to you, it's already predicting that because this person has probably unstable qualities about them, they're likely not going to be able to part, it sounds like this person may have like scarcity mindset or self-preservation issues, selfishness, or some type of stuff like stinginess maybe to them. This can be relating for someone that didn't really have much or is constantly always kind of in unstable situations where they don't have much to part with. It's kind of, but whatever the case is, saying it wouldn't work. All right. Maybe this is just something to think about. Maybe I'll have to do another reading because this one was terrible. Sounds like a train wreck. Capricorn. All right, we're doing your second reading because the other one kind of was a bit of a train wreck reading in my opinion. Tell me about a person where are the questions gone? Tell me about a person that's... Oh yeah. Who's showing interest in the sign of Capricorn? Sorry, I don't know this read very well. Who is showing interest in the sign of Capricorn? A person that's not a train wreck. Okay. We have Three of Pentacles, so this is somebody that wants to cooperate or work with you. This could be a co-worker or somebody at a job site for some of you, alright? It is Capricorn energy, alright? This is a person that does feel that you guys get along with each other or could get along with each other. Alright, what is this person's primary energy towards Capricorn? Those Three of Pentacles. What is their primary energy towards Capricorn? Three of Swords. Okay, so this person is coming from an upset kind of energy or something. Why the Three of Swords? Seven of Cups. Again, this could be suggesting, even in this second reading, a potential person you've already interacted with, Capricorn. It's showing them in some type of disappointment, emotional pain of some sort, and it's causing them to be kind of lost or in their mind or wonder about you. Jeez. Capricorn, the heartbreaker, soul shaker. Apparently. So, I don't know, I guess less likely it's a coworker at this point. Unless this is somebody that came out of something else. They just came out of it. For some of you, it could be someone from work still, but if they came out of another relationship they broke up from. In other words, you could be a rebound here. What does the Seven of Cups mean for Capricorn? So this person is wondering if it can work between you and them. How does Capricorn see this person that is interested in Capricorn? Someone that... So this has got to be someone that's you've had contact with or opened up the lines of communication with, or I just can't tell if this is like a new, it seems like it's a new person, but what is this person's intentions? This person has interest in Capricorn. What is their intention towards Capricorn? Tower. Tell me more. So we have the Ace of Wands here. This person is going to suddenly attempt to start something or push something with you unexpectedly. This person does want to make something work here. Translation, this person's going to suddenly try and... Now, how this plays out, who knows? But it'll be some type of initiation or action to try and push things forwards a little bit. Ace of Wands is a spark card, so it is trying to basically, if you're trying to warm up and start a fire, where the water energy can heat up, translation, love can form, you need to start something. It's suggesting this person's trying to do that, but cautiously. But they'll do it like suddenly, it says. How would Capricorn react to this Ace of Wands energy? It's saying you would go forwards with it. You'd be interested. And this is also exploring energy, so you would explore it. Interesting. So the question here is, where is this Three of Swords energy? Why is this Three of Swords showing in the primary energy? Why is it there? It's saying King of Pentacles. I'm not actually going to answer that because I just realized I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm not going to get a solid answer around that. I couldn't. If I start clarifying the King of Pentacles, it's going to go, I already know it's going to go in a rabbit hole. I'm going to stick with my gut on this, Capricorn. All we need to know here is that whoever this individual is, there's been some situation, whether it was you, which I'm thinking it's less likely it is, but there's a chance for some of you, but higher chance it's relating to something else that's coming through in their energy, but it's suggesting that, again, higher chance that it's a rebound kind of gig where they've gone through something and they're trying to, I don't know, reconnect or reestablish something. To me would be like a rebound situation. So if they came out of another relationship, it's like them jumping into another connection. All right, maybe to find stability. All right. What is the advice here for Capricorn? So it's saying Ten of Swords, horizontal here. Some of you, again, that's kind of concerning coming back to this. Because one has to ask, again, is this really a new person? This could have been a person you've dealt with, unfortunately, Capricorn. I just don't know. Because that's kind of asking you, again, to kind of re-examine if this person comes around, whether they're... This almost, in my opinion, is almost suggesting whether you're going to have Ten of Swords energy towards them or the reversal of it. Because how you approach somebody matters, right? If you come towards a person aggravated or annoyed because of something that occurred between you and them, the way that this situation is going to... The outcome is going to be drastically different. Versus... If you're willing to put it behind you and you're done with it, and you're willing to reapproach with, your heart on a sleeve type thing, maybe it'll go in a different direction, right? It seems to, in essence, saying that in advice, something to do with that, your reaction towards this person, or how you're going to approach it. Now, I don't know how much of a factor it's going to be. But here's the other thing. Oh, no, Capricorn. I think what this is suggesting, the advice is asking you to do, is to clarify if this person is over something. That's what I think it's saying. Ask, so basically, if this happens for you, Capricorn, this person does come towards you, and you know that they've been involved in some type of relationship, or they were in some connection, make sure to clarify and know that this person is over this connection, because it would suggest here, I don't think this person is. Alright? Or can they put it behind them or something? I don't know. Anyways, that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Good luck. Aquarius. Alright, tell me about the person that is showing interest in the sign of Aquarius. Who is this person? Who is the person? So we have the High Priestess reversed here. Who is showing signs or interest in the sign of Aquarius? It is highlighting somebody here that has some type of worry or lack of clarity or uncertainty towards you. It's something to do with, I don't know, making things work between you, Aquarius. Immediately, this is going to probably tell me this is someone that's likely an ex-partner. I know some of you don't want to hear that, but that's what I'm getting. I have to assume that. A new person wouldn't have this. Well, I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me see. I could be wrong. I'm leaning heavily. It's probably going to be an X. Alright. What is the primary energy of this person that's showing interest in the sign of Aquarius with this High Priestess reverse going turn? So we have Lovers, Queen of Cups, and Ten of Wands. Alright, so this person does have deep interest towards you. There's some sense of struggles when it comes to this person, Aquarius, in their energy. It's showing... Why is it suggesting struggle with this person? For what reason? Saying they don't have much or something, or they're in a tough situation or a tough spot. Whoever this person is, it's suggesting it would suggest doesn't have a great deal. I don't know if it's their situation is difficult. high chance of something with financial difficulties, or I don't know, just having a tough time in life or something around that. They do have a strong interest towards you, Aquarius, which is the good news. What is their intention towards Aquarius? It's saying nothing right now. Why the Knight of Wands reversed? What is the reason? King of Swords. So is this person thinking about things or waiting on communication? I don't know if it's from you, Aquarius. It doesn't show them really doing anything. How does Aquarius see this person? It's saying you've let it go already. So it is an X. Why didn't it work in the past? So it's saying Six of Swords horizontal, and it goes over King of Swords. There was some failure about how to move things to calmer waters. It was saying it would suggest that there was discussions. Well, I don't know if there was discussions, but it was suggesting that it's showing back to this King of Swords here. Something around being able to move things forwards into a better light. In other words, transition the connection to be more prosperous, better, improve it. But there was some setbacks which kept it like getting stuck, or it wasn't able to, so it was staying in turbulent situations. I don't know. What do I really mean by that? It's like kind of like when problems arrive in a relationship where it's causing an issue that needs to be addressed, but for some reason that particular problem is either not addressed or it can't be addressed, or I don't know, like it's just not being given the attention it needs. Or the approach was just bad. So it's citing there was issues like that could have caused delays or kind of an intensity in the connection. So, oh shit, my battery's almost dead. Let me just plug the charger in here, Aquarius. This person's battery could have been dead. What is causing this person that's interested in Aquarius to be in Ten of Wands energy? Saying Page of Cups horizontal, it doesn't, well. What is the Ten of Wands representing? Okay, so they're struggling, it's saying. It is affecting their ability to come forwards. What does this mean, Aquarius? Whoever this person is it kind of... Oh, lordy. This to me, if I'm honest with you, Aquarius, it sounds like a situation where this was probably a person you interacted with where potentially, I don't know, couldn't tell you. I'm assuming, my assumption is that there was some connection. But for others of you, it probably had a range. For some of you, it was really good at first. For others of you, it was just average. I don't know. But it's kind of implying that whichever way you want to spin it, it seemed to hit a point where I said there was some type of issues, either being introduced from them or from you or from both, or there were just general issues that were coming through, but it seems like they weren't able to be, based on what it's saying here, like they weren't really, it wasn't, it wasn't, these were issues that were like, I guess, there was difficulty addressing them or dealing with them or resolving them. For what reasons, I don't know. But it must have led to an ending here. It seems like you left it already. But it is implying that when that end, even though you moved on, it's saying that in some ways they didn't, which is part of the problem, and it's burdening them. But it's also implying like they don't have much to give. It is also with the Four of Pentacles energy showing a slight obsessive energy, like clinging on or holding on to you. Is this going to be ever Aquarius? No. It's really, you will know if it applies to you. All right. It is somebody that is, it would suggest, not quite done with you. However, there is other concerns around this energy here, Aquarius, in that it seems like one would ask the question, is this person holding on for the wrong reasons? There is pretty much no Cups energy here. Well, there is with the Queen of Cups, so there is some romantic interest towards you, but this kind of implies, like, in Aquarius, it's like, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure what to think here. Advice for Aquarius? What is the advice for Aquarius? What is the advice? It's saying here, Aquarius, in this particular scenario, this gives us a clue. It was saying for certain Aquarius that it was a one-sided, or, okay, how this truly exactly played out, I don't know, and what was truly said, again, if this applies to you. But the Six of Pentacles reverse is telling us that there was one-sidedness or some concern around that. Whether that was truly going on or not, who knows, okay? It's all, you know, about the perception of each other in a connection. All right, you say, oh, you didn't do much for me, and the other person will turn around and say, well, you didn't do this for me. All right, but it is saying that that was an issue here. I guess maybe a concern. And here's the odd thing, though. This person does kind of display like an energy where they don't have much to give, and it's suggesting like that needs to be brought to light in the advice. It's saying like, well, if this person does reach out or talk, or you do engage with this person, that needs to be addressed. Like, it sounds to me like there's one, I don't want to say completely one-sidedness here, but it's suggesting like there's an imbalance between that. In other words, both people are not contributing equally. It could be an Aquarius that is kind of viewing it like this person just doesn't do a whole lot, so that's why you got frustrated with them. However, this person may feel to some extent that you just aren't giving much to them, but there may be misunderstandings around that need to be addressed. But if you've already done that, then there's nothing more in this reading you can do. All right, that's all it's saying in the advice, is that to address that. Whether that's going to yield anything better for you or as an outcome, I don't know. Why doesn't this person just reach out to Aquarius? Why don't they just reach out to Aquarius? It says King of Swords reversed. They don't want to talk. Well, I don't know. I don't know, Aquarius. This person seems to be unwilling to talk, apparently. are waiting on communication. Waiting. Well, I guess they're expecting you to reach out to them. All right. Which a lot of you are gonna be like, no. All right. I already know how Aquarius are. Anyways, that's what I got for you there, Aquarius. All right. Sorry. I was kind of hoping it'd be something new, but whatever. That's what it's showing. I don't have time to do another reading. Maybe next time I'll do this, we'll see something different. Pisces, you are the last sign. All right, tell me about a person that is interested in the sign of Pisces. Person that is showing interest in the sign of Pisces. It is showing a King of Swords. Okay. What is this person's I don't have much to comment on that. It just says someone that's at a distance, or it doesn't really say much. I guess I can clarify it. Clarify the King of Swords. What do we need to know about the King of Swords? The person that's interested in Pisces. I have moon energy here. This person seems to want clarity over something. The King of Swords is somebody that, why am I saying it? Like, the King of Swords is somebody that uses logic to decipher things, to understand things. They're very rarely someone that wants to sit in darkness over something. If they don't know something, they typically want to find out. If they don't know the statistics of something, they're not going to just sit there and be like, oh, well, they'll go and look it up, research it. This king is most likely to investigate things, look through things, determine that they have the correct information. The moon there is showing the opposite of that. It would say that there's a clouding or unknown variables, things like that. So it's suggesting something unknown about you. The person doesn't seem to know. What is their primary energy towards Pisces? This person has interest in Pisces. Eight of Swords. This person's in their mind again. So there's stuff they don't know about you. Still not clear though. What? Card comes out. Judgment. So going back to something. This can also talk about disagreements. Or a failed start of some sort. Oh, whatever. This is also someone that's indecisive, Pisces. That they seem to be on again, with Judgment being reversed, suggests they don't have a firm stance when it comes to you, in what they would, I guess, do, whether romantically, I suppose. What's causing this doubt for this person that has interest in Pisces? Nine of Pentacles. I do wonder if there's a factor of them determining if you are single, available, and ready to mingle. This could imply for certain Pisces that are involved with somebody, or for Pisces that are kind of where you've kind of made it, maybe through social media, unclear if you're with somebody. Showing pictures with you and another guy when you're just friends with that guy, but this other person doesn't know that. It's saying some. It seems like it's suggesting something like that. Also, 5 of Wands. This person's also wondering if you are seeing other people. 5 of Wands can be a suggestion in dating of meeting other suitors or playing the field, playing the game. Translation: you're dating around. Why this person questioning that, I don't know. Whoever this person is, Pisces, unfortunately is not very confident. But I think the confidence issue is coming from a lack of a certainty about what's going on with you. My immediate, as I said, is this would most likely occur if you are either A, hanging around an ex-partner and display pictures of that, B, are actually in a connection that's loose with somebody already, or C, are getting mixed signals on your... I mean, where else would they know what you're doing other than your social media? I mean, I don't know, unless you got an Instagram or something like that that this person's able to view, where it's giving them mixed signals of, I don't know. What is Pisces? What's their status? That's like the worst, when somebody writes, it's complicated. Like, what does that even mean? It's complicated. Basically, translation, I'm in a train wreck. Everybody, just so you know, I'm in a train wreck. Don't come near me unless you want it's complicated on your wall as well. What is this person's intentions towards Pisces? This person that seems to be at a distance here. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Tell us more, because this tells me that this person... Oh, hang on. So, we got High Priestess reversed that came out. So that's a suggestion, probably from Spirit, that something's not right here. What wouldn't be right, though? What did I get wrong? What is wrong about what I said? So it shows a king here. So it's saying this... What does that have to do with the Five of Wands? I'm just going to leave that right now. Let me first figure out, what are they doing in their intentions with the Seven of Pentacles reversed towards Pisces? Okay, so this person, whoever this is reflecting on the past about what didn't work. What is going on in the Five of Wands energy? Okay, so this is not... Okay, this is where it's wrong. Alright, so... What it's saying here is this is not... Well, okay. Take it however you want, Pisces. For some of you, maybe what I said would have applied, but... it is showing the Six of Swords energy, suggesting that there was some type of conflict or something around that. Trying to push things forwards. Alright, that didn't work, which is why they're in this energy here. But there's still some... I guess... interest or concern about this person about your status, or if you're single, ready to mingle, as in that stuff I already kind of talked about. This immediately seems like it's a person that's failed with or it's struggled with. All right. It's implying that with like 5 of Wands energy that there was some type of, between you and this person, some challenges about how to progress things between you and this person forwards before. However, whatever was attempted, it's suggesting either had lackluster results or it just didn't yield anything spectacular. All right, this person is looking at the negatives, the flops, or the failures, or kind of replaying essentially what had been tried or how it played out. And it seems like they're trying to, I don't know, work out a better solution of some sort. My assumption is this to come towards you. This person does, this came out, Lovers. So this person does still have interest in you. Translation, this person wants to fix things with you, all right? It seems like it hasn't worked though in the past. This person's uncertain how to do it, but they're trying to figure it out. So I would expect this person's gonna eventually come around. What is the advice for Pisces here towards this person? Queen of Cups. Why is it saying that? It's talking about romantic feelings towards this person. Why is that the advice? Why does that matter? So we have 10 of Pentacles reversed. So it is almost implying in the advice that in this situation, if you intend to try and make it work, your emotional feelings towards this person are going to be crucial to making it work. All right. What happens if Pisces chooses not to do that? So we have Queen. I mean, fuck it, I'll just take it because it works. We have 9 of Wands, Death, and Queen of Pentacles reversed. So it will make things a lot more difficult. Probably just end it, in my opinion. Again, it's also showing reversal of Pentacle energy. I mean, okay, let's just hypothetically say that Pisces was emotionally... I mean, I think it just sounds really kind of silly to say that, because I think some of you would be, but whatever. This is how the tarot's kind of stating it. Because the Queen of Cups is affectionate, she's loving, she's caring. Some of you, I understand just from reading comments, wouldn't be interested in that. Well, it's saying if you weren't interested in that, then just walk away, I suppose. Or leave the situation. Don't worry about it. I mean, why wouldn't Pisces be in the Queen of Cups energy? Because of the Hangman energy, being stuck or trying to assess the situation or understand it better or look at it differently. In other words, you have probably because you already have a preconception of who this person is and yada yada. I don't know, Pisces. I mean, this is just one of those things where you kind of got to flip the coin here. Some of you may be interested, some of you may not be. It kind of seems like this is a person that does want to work on things. I just don't know entirely how soon they'll enter in your energy, but on the positive, they do want to work on things. All right. It does kind of imply a little bit that if you're open to it from an emotional standpoint, translation, you're willing to entertain the offer and display signs of affection or romance or love to them that are uncomplicated, then it does suggest it could potentially work and grow into something. But there is also heavy energy suggesting if that wasn't the case, to either leave the situation or just not bother with it. All right, because it won't yield much. Because it's almost implying that if that was the case, it would just lead to a grind. Probably just an ending anyways. So that's what I got for you, Pisces. Take it or leave it. All right, this could be an air sign. Fire sign, air sign. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm getting. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is just a bonus video. Enjoy it. I'll see you guys in the next one.